Hi guys, welcome to Weeknight Gluten-Free, where we make quick and easy gluten-free meals for you to make on your weeknight. And tonight we're making barbecue chicken drumsticks. So we're going to start by preheating our oven to 400. And then we're just going to lay our drumsticks out on our broiling pan. If you don't have a broiling pan, you can use a cookie sheet. I just like the broiling pan because it catches the drippings and they don't collect in the pan. It makes your chicken nice and crispy. A little closer to like as if you were to put it on the grill. But you can do this any time of year. You don't have to be outside. So we're just laying those chicken drumsticks out there. I am using 5 just because that's what we had left over. We're going to use this Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauce. It's labeled gluten-free. I think all of their brand is, not just the no sugar, but we like the no sugar in our house. So we're going to put it in a dish first. 1, to control how much we're using, and 2, so we don't contaminate our bottle with the raw chicken juices. And then we're just taking our basting brush there and we're going to brush it on, make sure that the chicken gets nice and coated. So I always go through and do kind of a light coat first. Again, all over the chicken, but not too thick that first time. Just a nice light coating of the barbecue sauce for those chicken drumsticks first. While I'm doing this, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how I planned this meal. So this one, like I said, we had these chicken drumsticks left over from another meal that I had planned, and I had purchased them because they were on sale at my grocery store that week. And a lot of the components of this meal are things left over from other meals that I've made. It's really important, at least in our house, to do things like this because, as we all know, eating gluten-free can sometimes be a little more expensive because some of the swap ingredients that you need to purchase because you're gluten-free are more money. And so to save us some energy, to save us some money, and frankly save us some time, I like to really use what we have. And I really encourage everybody to use what you have, come up with a meal first based on what you have, and then supplement as needed. So we're using these chicken drumsticks just because I had some in the freezer that needed to get eaten. And so we're just going back through now with the second coat, making it a little thicker for all those chicken drumsticks. And then we're just going to pop it in the oven, again at 400, and they'll cook for about 40 minutes or so. They're in there. You can see already steaming up a little bit. And then we are going to get our fries. We're using the Ore-Ida fries. A lot of frozen French fries aren't gluten-free. So definitely check your packaging. And then we're just going to do it with a side of corn. I don't often serve potatoes and corn in the same meal, but my kids asked, so that's what we're going to do. So we're getting our fries just laid out on our cookie sheet there. The package for these says to cook at 425, but we already have the chicken in at 400. So we're just going to cook them at 400 for a little bit longer. Spoiler alert, it worked out great. They tasted delicious. No issues there. So just evenly spread out on the pan. And again, I'm just using these because it's what I had left over. I'd use them for another meal that my kids had requested. And so we're going to use up the package. No waste in our house here. So we just pop them in the oven there. And as you can see, they are looking nice and delicious as they come out. So they were in for about 30 of the 40 minutes. And the chicken just needed a little bit more time. So we're just checking on that. It's looking good. So we'll just salt those up once they're cooked now. And I do a generous amount of salt on my fries. I like salty on my fries. And then we're just going to heat up the corn here. So I just put it on like a medium high and then just empty the can into the pot there. Pretty simple. I was going to make cheesy corn initially was my plan, but my son actually went to the gastroenterologist today and we found out that aside from having a gluten intolerance, he also has a dairy intolerance. So no cheesy corn tonight. We're just going to season with some salt and pepper. And we're just going to mix that up. And so it should be pretty quick and easy there to just get that going, and then it'll just heat through. Basically, you just want to bring it to kind of a simmer or a low boil. Obviously, you don't want to boil over, but at this point, the chicken is now ready, so we're just gonna pull that out, and it looks really, really, really good. Really, really, really yummy. You can see there, I like it nice and crispy like that, so I make sure that barbecue sauce gets nice and crisped up. I think it makes it just that much more delicious to have it crispy. But as you can see, the corn is now heated through, the fries are ready, the chicken's ready, and everything looks nice and yummy, and that's what it looks like on the plate. And then we, as always, the meal is Bailey approved. She's having a little bit of chicken without the barbecue sauce there, and a couple fries and some corn, and she loved it. Have a